Taurasi DOCG. This is a wine that is relatively young in the family of the Taurasi in Mastroberardino winery, and it was born in the 90s. My father, Antonio, gave this name as a tribute to Pliny the Elder, that dedicated in his Naturalis Historia pages to describe the grapes and wines of the antiquity that are still now the heritage and the roots of viticulture in our Campania Felix, in our region. So it's made from Aglianico 100%, and it's produced by a vineyard that is quite old. It's about 50 years old on the average now, and it's a vineyard that is traditionally a classical approach to vine training techniques. So in this case we have this vineyard is located in the Mirabella estate, so it's an environment that is a little different from the typical mountain sites that are in Irpinia. In this case we have a little rounder hills, we have a little lower altitude, and this wine has a nice delicacy. It's a little rounder if you compare it with the typical Radici Taurasi Riserva. So in this case we have a nice balance, beautiful fruit, and a little higher level of softness compared to the classical Radici Taurasi, but the same longevity, the same capability to age. Naturalis Historia was born in the 90s, and the first vintage was 1997, and until 2001 we have an approach to this wine that is classified in the Irpinia IGT appellation. So in that case we were not in the DOCG yet. We decided in the first period of experimentation on this wine to classify it as an IGT, and then in 2003 it becomes DOCG for the first time, and then from 2003 to our days it remained in the classification of the DOCG Taurasi. In this case we have a very nice and delicate nose with the strong personality that is typical of Aglianico grape, of course, but it's not as deep and dark as a Radici Taurasi Riserva. In this case we can work a little bit, we can enjoy this wine with a little wider range of pairings in terms of food pairings, because in this case we have a little higher level of softness. It's a more feminine expression of the Aglianico Taurasi DOCG viticulture, if we can use this definition, but with the personality and the longevity that is typical of a great Taurasi. Enjoy Naturalis Historia Taurasi DOCG.